Alright, so this week's an art challenge. I was gonna do the 20 style challenge and then I only made 16 boxes, so this is the 16 style challenge. I just picked a bunch of cartoons and a few anime that I really like. Started out with Gravity Falls because it seemed the simplest one to start out with, aside from the one that's right next to it. My friend actually introduced me to Gravity Falls. I had sort of seen commercials for it during the vague advertisements that I saw online and stuff, and I was kind of like, and then she's like, you have to watch it with me because it's amazing. And I actually ended up really enjoying it. I did Powerpuff Girls. I had to do Powerpuff Girls. I grew up with them. When I heard that they were doing a reboot thing of it, I was really unsure about it, and I think I had the right to be really unsure about it because as far as I'm concerned, the reboot sucks. But yes, this is my attempt at making myself a Powerpuff Girl person. I think it turned out pretty cute and slightly creepy at the same time, but fairly cute. I didn't necessarily do them in any particular order. I just kind of, as I thought of them, that's the order the reference pictures went into the thing, and that's the order I did them in. So I decided I did Powerpuff Girls, so I should do the anime version and do Powerpuff Girls Z. I had a bit of trouble getting it to look right. I'm still not completely sure about it, but it looked better than that original one that I tried to do. I decided to do this challenge just to try and help myself with my own style, as well as just to practice other things. I suppose it would be better to say that I was trying to make myself a little bit more sure in the way I do things. Because I'm, very used to doing certain ways, and those ways don't work for everything. So it was kind of another one of those break out of that little zone that I've kept myself in. And I think I did pretty good on most of them. There's a few that, kind of like the Powerpuff Girls Z one, that I'm not completely happy with. I probably should have made my hair longer on this Kim Possible one, but I think I did pretty good with it. As I was doing it though, the hair kind of reminded me of that really annoying girl that's always like ragging on Kim. I can't remember her name. This one's just terrible. Oh gosh. I think the problem with the Fairly Odd Parents one and the next one is I kept a little bit too much of my own into it. Like, the heads are very, they're very squared, and the head is still rounded on this one and the back. So I think that's probably the biggest thing with these two, the Danny Phantom one and the Fairly Odd Parents. Other than that, I think these two came out pretty well. I always loved Sam. Sam was like my role model. She was awesome. I kind of miss all these cartoons. I miss watching them. Tried to find them online again. When I originally did this, I just left the eyes like wide open. I looked like a psycho, and then I came back and I fixed it and put eyelids on it because I looked so creepy. I also noticed as I was doing each rendition of my avatar that the stripes on the left side moved a lot. I mean, like, they generally stayed in the same spot, but they moved a lot. This is one of the ones that I'm not too sure about, the Studio Ghibli Spirited Away one. just like when I was first doing it, I was like, yeah, this looks pretty good. I was pretty happy with it, and then like I finished with it and I started doing the other ones, and I looked at it again and I was like, she looks like she's on drugs. I was like, no, but it was like, you know, it was already done, so. And I didn't really know what to do to fix it, so I just kind of left it. But yes. I think I made the head too long. I think that's the problem. It's probably the problem. Avatar: The Last Airbender, how could I not? I really love this show, like, my whole family loves this show. I did have some trouble with this one. Like, I redid it a bunch of times, but I think I eventually got it to look pretty good. I'm not sure who my favorite character from this show is. Because I do really like Katara, but she can also be kind of annoying. And Toph's really, really awesome, but I also really like Suki and Iroh. But, I mean, who doesn't like Iroh? I'm not sure what nation I would belong to. Maybe fire? Probably fire. I mean, my clothes on my avatar match the Fire Nation clothes a little bit closer. But, meh. Probably fire. Or water. I don't know. The opposite elements. It's one of those two. I mean, I think being an airbender would be fun, but, like, waterbending, you can surf without a surfboard. Foster Home for Imaginary Friends was a fun one for me to do. I think it fit really well. Like, I had a really easy time making it. It was... I almost feel like it was easier for me to do the Foster Home one than it was to do, like, the Gravity Falls one or even, like, the Powerpuff Girls one. It was just... I really liked it. I don't know why. Is quirky. I love Kid Next Door. Words. Kids Next Door. I always wanted to be part of the K&D. I was like, you know, most kids are like, oh, I can't wait to be a teenager. I was like, I don't want to be a teenager. I want to be part of the K&D forever. And then I, you know, turned 13 and I was like, aww. But I did do the eyes wrong, and I realized that because I wanted to draw number 5. So I was looking up pictures of specifically number 5. I'm like, I did the eyes wrong. So I came back and I fixed that at the end. Sailor Moon's another one that I grew up with. I ended up using a reference picture from the Sailor Moon Crystal, the reboot, just because it was there at the top of the image list. My friend was messing around saying it was scary to see me look so gentle and innocent. It was kind of weird trying to do the hair though, just because like my hair goes in a lot of different directions, but like in Sailor Moon, all the curly hair goes in one direction. It either curls in or it curls out. There's no doubles, so I kind of had to figure it out. The Teen Titans one, I had a little bit of trouble with, but I think I figured it out pretty good. I think I did pause the recording and look at a bunch of other pictures, try to find some of the other females. And after I did that for about 10 minutes, I came back and was able to do it fairly well, I think. And this one. Even now, just watching the playback of it, I can't, it's, I'm just laughing. I don't, what is this? I did write hashtag not can't even, that was, I couldn't, I really couldn't. I don't even know what this is, it's so horrible. I mean, it's funny and it's just, it's horrible. I don't know. Winx Club was like my show when I was little. I would like woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays to watch Winx Club. Like I had my own little, you know, Winx Club person, and like me and my friend were like, oh my gosh, Winx Club, did you see the new episode? And we're like, oh my gosh. I was like 10, I think, when I was watching it. I think I only ever watched like the first season and a half. I think I saw something that is like, it's still going on. I don't know. Mew Mew Power / Tokyo Mew Mew was another one I grew up with, and it was actually, I believe, the very first anime I ever watched in Japanese, because they never dubbed the second season. So to finish the story, I had to watch it in Japanese. So it was like, I'm pretty sure it was Tokyo Mew Mew that it was my first Japanese watching with subtitles anime. So I kept having to like pause it all the time. I think the second one was actually Sailor Moon, because I wanted to see the very last season, and they never dubbed the last season because of one of the characters. Because there's these characters in the last season that are female but pretending to be male, and the one falls in love with Serena or Usagi, whatever name you want to use for her, and it was like, no, gay, no, we can't show that. I was like, okay, whatever. But I watched it. I was like, well, I understand why they didn't dub it now, but this is a really good season. Invader Zim. It's like, either you know it or you don't. I love Invader Zim personally. I think everybody should know it because it's amazing. I think I went a little bit more alien with my character, which kind of makes sense considering my mascot, Wish Sayer's technically a little alien cat, so he's my little henchman. This is me fixing the eyes. But yeah, that's my 16 style challenge. I think my favorite ones are the Foster's Home, the Kim Possible, Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Invader Zim, and the Kids Next Door. And that's it, and I'll see you next week. See ya.